Hey there, let's talk about the Luvele Breeze Dehydrator. I recently got this and have been so happy with it. And I've been really happy with the fact that it is super lightweight and yet has very high quality materials that it works with. So I wanted to just kind of give you a tutorial for how to use it and talk about some of the reasons that you might use a dehydrator. So because I'm on a special diet, following this specific carbohydrate diet, I feel like this can be a really good tool for so many different reasons. First of all, making food when it's at a good price. You can buy food when it's in season and dehydrate it. You can take food out of your garden and dehydrate it and not waste a single thing. Also, as we think about possible food shortages in the near future, people are talking about that. This is great for emergencies like that. You can go ahead and cook things ahead and have them in your pantry or basement. You can make things like green powder as well and know that there's no other ingredients in it besides what you put into it. So I've actually been working on that. The other night I put together a bottle of dehydrated broccoli, and I just marked the date with some Scotch tape on top and an indelible marker, and I'm just going to store that in the pantry, and I'm going to keep working on dehydrating other green items like spinach, celery, kale, and things like that, and then I'm going to dehydrate those and grind them up into powder. And 1 tablespoon of that powder equals about 1 cup of regular green vegetables. So it's great for adding to smoothies or sneaking into your kids' foods. I'm actually really excited about the possibilities for this dehydrator. So I wanted to talk about kind of how you use it. How is the Breeze Dehydrator set up, and why did I choose the Luvele Dehydrator above other ones? Well, first of all, I really love that Luvele makes quality products. I love their Pure Plus yogurt maker, made especially for the specific carbohydrate diet. You can actually just set it and forget it. You set it for your temperature and the amount of time you want it to dehydrate, and you can literally walk away. So for example, the other day I worked on my broccoli. I blanched the broccoli, I got it all ready to go, I put it on the trays, and then I set it for 10 hours at 167 degrees, and I went to bed. And in the morning it was done. 1 big bag of broccoli from Costco was dehydrated down into this size of jar. So I love the set it and forget it feature on here, and I love the high quality materials that they use. So this is the base that it comes with. It has a power button, the set button, and the plus and minus, so you can choose your time and your temperature settings. This is the bottom here. On this you have a switch. It says close and open. You can flip that switch up for close to clean it, and then when you're going to use it, you make sure that it's on open. And this just helps protect the vent here. After that, you have the vent cover that has a little covering for that open and close button, and you just set it down like that. And then this is the cover for the whole base here. Actually, I should switch it and put this down first, and then the vent cover. Now, I also love that they have these really heavy-duty stainless steel trays, and these just fit right onto these plastic lightweight trays. So you just stack it up. Each dehydrator comes with 6 of these trays, but they have the option to actually have 9. So I actually bought all the extra accessories because I knew I was going to get good use out of it. So I have 6 here. You can see how they just quickly click together. Okay, and then I also have the extra 3 when I need to do a larger batch, and I feel like having the extra accessories is really helpful because I'm all about time saving in the kitchen. Now, the Breeze Dehydrator also comes with these silicone mats, and these are really great for putting on top of the stainless steel. and using it for the stickier foods so they're easier to get off of the tray. So these are really handy. I got the extras, so I have 9 of those that can go on each of the levels if I'm doing things like making dried fruit, things like that. And then also I got the pack of 4 of these solid silicone mats, and these are great for things like if you're drying crackers out or you're making fruit roll-ups. You just put them on the tray. You can fit 2 on each of these trays. So you can see here how they fit on. They're also good for drying things like soups and anything that's like very liquidy that would drip down through the trays. This is really great to have. This one, you can see these little holes here. These are for some stainless steel hooks that go with them. And if you're using this, you can use it for things like drying jerky out, meat jerky or biltong, or even hanging flowers to dry, which I thought was an interesting way to use them, or herbs. So if you wanted to, dry some herbs from your garden, you can use this. You hook these on like this, and you would use it with no trays in between. So you'd have to remove all of these stainless steel trays, and you would put this at the top. I wanted to show you how I am going to make some dried spinach for my green powder that I'm working on. I'll be combining this together, blending it up later, but I'm going to take off all of these trays and start on the first level here. So I have my first level. I made sure I had my bottom tray cover to make sure that we're not leaking down below. I have the fan cover, and then I put on my first plastic tray with the stainless steel tray for it to sit on. Now these spinach leaves have already been washed, and they're also dry, so you always want to make sure that your food is dry as possible when you put it on. So I'm just gonna layer each level with spinach. With leaves, they can touch each other because they're going to drastically shrink in size, and the air should be able to get around them really well. So I'm just going to take some handfuls here and finish up filling up this tray. Okay, then I'm going to set the next tray on. Let's do one more tray. Now when you do use the dehydrator, you do need to use at least 6 trays, even if you don't fill up all 6 of them. It works best and is recommended for use with all 6 of the trays on there. I think I'm definitely going to be able to use all 9 of my trays to dehydrate the spinach. Okay, so you can see I was able to fill up the 9 levels and not completely get through my package of spinach. So this will probably take maybe another 4 levels on another round. But the nice thing is that this doesn't take very long to dehydrate spinach. It's between 4 and 8 hours at 125 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm going to go ahead and put on the lid and set it. And so I'm going to push the power button. Can you hear it start up? It's already started up automatically at 122 degrees Fahrenheit. So let's see, mine says 125 degrees Fahrenheit, so that may be good enough. Now I don't want it to be set for 10 hours though, that's the default. So I'm going to say set, and I'm going to say set again for the hour and go down. Let's try 5 hours and see if it's completely dry by then. And then I'm not going to push anything else. It blinked a couple times and then it stopped, which means that it's all set and ready to go. It's going for that amount of time at 122 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's super simple to use, and I'm really looking forward to having my green powder ready to go.